The Golden Boy and his promotions. We're making the rounds here on ESPN.com. I'm Jim Basquel. Richard Schaefer's departure as CEO of Golden Boy Promotions sent shockwaves through the boxing industry, including to the man taking full control of the company, Oscar De La Hoya. To discuss, let's welcome in ESPN boxing insider Dan Rafael. Dan, you've spoken to Oscar recently. How have his day-to-day responsibilities at Golden Boy changed since Schaefer resigned?
Well, Jim, they've changed quite a bit because before, when Richard was running the day-to-day business as the chief executive, Oscar might show up at the office in Los Angeles every now and again, once a month, once every couple months, may go to, go incommunicado for however long. He was not involved in a day-to-day business of this company. With Richard's resignation, he has made the determination that he is going to take over day-to-day operations. He's going to the office on a regular basis. He's heavily involved in every facet of what the company does. He was out front the entire promotion for the Canelo Alvarez Arislandi Lara fight, which was a very important fight for Golden Boy, being that it was their first big promotion without Richard, and Canelo, of course, their most important fighter. Oscar did a very good job with that. Made himself available to the media more so than he had been when Richard was running the show. And more importantly, he seemed more comfortable with it than he had been in the past. I had an opportunity to sit down with him for about 45 minutes, just the two of us, the day before the fight. And, he seems like he's clear-headed. He's working hard on his rehabilitation because of his substance abuse problems, seems to have put that aside and seems to be doing okay. And diving in head first in terms of trying to run the business. I asked him, Jim, I said, it's one thing to do this now. You're going in every day. What's it going to be like a couple weeks from now, a couple months from now, a couple years from now? He said boxing is his life, and running this company is going to give him the motivation the same way he had when he was one of the top boxers to be at the top of the promotion business. So I'll take the man at his word and see how he does.
Dan, how about this? How has the perception of Golden Boy changed in the boxing industry since this change?
Well, it's interesting. When Richard first resigned, I think there was a lot of people, fans, some media, certainly other people in the business that thought, well, with Richard out the door, that Golden Boy is just, they're going to go downhill fast because they didn't have a true, strong leader in command, as Richard had been for so many years and had done a good job of running the company, presiding over some of the top pay-per-view events in the history of the sport, and putting on many, many solid fights and top-level events. With Oscar now running the show, people thought, well, that's not going to happen anymore. But he has shown that he's involved daily, and he has the hunger to do that. Most importantly, he shored up some important things that people were skeptical about. Number one, he and Floyd Mayweather are going to work together in the next fight. That's an uneasy alliance. I'm not sure how it's going to last, but it was very important for Golden Boy to get Mayweather done for the September fight that they're promoting with Mayweather Promotions when he fights Maidana in the rematch. So that's the first thing. Second thing, in Las Vegas at the Alvarez-Lara fight, he got Bernard Hopkins' blessing. Bernard Hopkins, although he owns a piece of Golden Boy Promotions, is not under promotional contract. A lot of people thought he would jet the company and he would go and join Richard or maybe Al Heyman or do whatever. But Bernard Hopkins showed up in Las Vegas and pledged his devotion to Golden Boy Promotions, like what he heard when he met with Oscar. And so he's got Bernard Hopkins back on board. Those were two very important things that were good for Oscar mentally, and also sent a big, big announcement to the public that these guys aren't done yet.
For more on this story and the rest of the sweet science, keep it locked to the boxing page here on ESPN.com. For Dan Rafael, I'm Jim Basquel. Thanks for watching Making the Rounds.